Still a lot of experience to gain. Let's have another look at next attempt. There you go, improving with every time, and he locates the zone.
It's a really classic move, really nice one. Nice job there from the root set as well. Finish doesn't look too tricky here. This is a perfect start here for Leo. Nice and static in the end, the top hold, but burnt a lot of attempts and actually...
And unable to reach the hold. Has to still do it the dynamic way, as do the smaller climbers. It seems to have worked for everybody, which is really nice to see.
So Luchka gets on just behind Vadim Timonov.
Vadim looking very strong at the moment.
It's a nice move, that sort of big pounce over, and you ended up palming down with the right hand as you catch the left. Vadim Timonov looking to finish this one off then, and does.
Like she struggled on that boulder so much. Vadim through first move of his boulder number 3. Just this last move to negotiate. It's a tough one we've seen already.
Nice top from Timonov.
Yeah, Timonov. Not that it helped too much, but I think it's something that you would expect a bit more of some of these competitors. Like you say, with all that dirt on the mats, they are picking it up on the feet, and this boulder does rely quite a lot on friction for that last move. Jakob still wearing a stiffer shoe for this boulder.
Yeah, really getting toe down on the George extra stuff. This is it then, a very familiar push to the finish hold. Almost no point even looking at the hold and do anything for you. Jakob moving a bit fast there. The right leg did go up for the air flag.
As well, he did flip that left hand from the undercut to the pinch, just to maintain a bit more control on the finish.
Sergei Skurodumov just trying to push into this finish position. It's becoming very familiar now, this last move in the men's competition. Oh, that was really nice. Just a nice little plant of the right.
Jumping straight back on, so interesting.
Yeah, I guess it's a relatively slow boulder to climb, so we've only a minute left. Kind of got to get on with this. Ideally, should have liked a bit more rest of the crowd there.
Good angle, this to show this super high foot movement onto that really bad right foot. Nice and controlled through there, foot down. Needed to make an adjustment there, didn't feel like she was quite standing on the foothold. I'll transfer back out to the zone. She's been here a few times already.
Yeah, you can see it's already taken her 30 seconds to get through those initial moves. It's kind of a two-part boulder. Get through the initial tricky section and then load up for the last move and the foot swap.
Very quick, and that'll play into his ballpark well. Saves a bit of skin from multiple attempts. Meanwhile, Mia is still on her first attempt.
Look at the amount of tape on the fingertips there, Gaz, already. Such a brutal round yesterday, we keep mentioning, but it's so important. Normally a qualifying round for a World Cup would be 5 boulders, up to 20 boulders climbed yesterday for each competitor. Mia pushes it out, superb left toe and leg power, really good. Mia surprisingly coming everything. We had it last year here, really low topped semi-final round. Yenya came out and did all 4. Let's see what method she reads here. It's a test of route reading more than anything else this boulder, it seems.
This is interesting. I did think Oriane wanted to put that left foot there, but she couldn't seem to get it up there. She looked at the method a few times, but didn't do it. Yanya.
The absolute confuser, this boulder.
Not a problem. Looks like it's a lot of ways to climb this boulder. Don't think we've seen it done like this before, but currently it is working for Yanya. There's a foothold down there somewhere. She needs to find it.
That was interesting. She's put her head down, eyeballed it, put her head back into a position, and then just went around and found it with her foot.
Yeah, we did get quite a few tops on this quite early doors, and then it's been a little bit of a tussle. But Yanya looking good.
Nice flash from Janja.
Good flash there.
Like she gives it a bit of a flick of the wrists and a grit of the teeth.
Lots of support in the crowd for her, this young superstar. She's held it.
How small she is. It's a full cut loose on that move. Let's see then, can she get into this top 2 crimps, find a first top here?
My money's on the top here.
She's got to pull really hard, just got to get the heel lock out a little bit.
Come
Find
on.
it.
Oh!
Had the height. Janja does hit it, goes direct off the left heel this time rather than the right foot. We were talking about the only top on women's free. Janja Garnbret doesn't disappoint. Does she ever? Gets it done, and that was the moment everybody... We don't have any results, by the way. The result system has gone down across the building, apparently.
Okay, well, it's actually really hard to tell the results when you're on the mats, of course, because you're in the middle of it. You're not seeing everyone. Obviously, Janja cruising to first place in qualification at the moment, just dominant on the third boulder, and her and Chloe are really the only two that have made number 4 look.
Chloe.
It's not her first rodeo, though. She's going to know her body better than anybody else, so she won't risk a World Cup season. You wouldn't have thought as Janja sticks the jump first time. He's got to pounce it now, or is he going to try and press it? It's really hard to read this last move from the ground. Oh, that's horrendous, that last move on the shoulder. And he pushes into it for the flash there.
Here we go again. That was close. So there you are. Like you say, Mike, that right hand hold that she's jumping to is actually blocked. It's a little slot. So it's really hard to hit.
Second method coming here. Looks like Sergej Tpisha is going to go for the inverted knee bar. Looks like you're going to continue to go feet first here. That's nice, a really good method. You were saying earlier, Gaz, that could have been a potential method.
Looked like a solid way to do it. Just the big move now at the top, that big left hand wrap over this time.
Oh, a little bit of wheel spin there for Sergej. What methods are going to try this time? It looks like going to go try kind of more conventional mantle method. Solid in the triceps so far, pushing this one out. It's got to release one hand to grab the top hold. Nicely done with a bit of a left forearm. The foot slipped down the volume there for Jessie Peel's lost contact.
Yannick back on again.
Push too hard around that ret, you end up out the fire exit just behind him. Sergej Tpisha, oh, pedaling up the arete. Fell up that.
That was good. 1, 2, 3 up a layback. Never seen that before. I think he's just fallen off, but he's still on.
He's fallen off for a second time.
And he managed to clap hands, I think, at that point.
Wow, that was something ridiculous.
So Luchka Rakovic, the first person to pull back on, followed by Gregor Vazonik. Teammates. As we were learning from Erska earlier on, very good friends as well, not only teammates and competitors together. Travel and climb and train together all the time. It's good to hear. Gregor making good progress through these really complex fins.
Nice from Gregor Vazonik. First climber really to stick the main element of that hold. Shuffles up to it. This is looking really good. We're pulling a bit of a rabbit out of the hat here for Gregor Vazonik. He's had a bit of a nightmare on the last couple of boulders, so to finish off with a top here would be spectacular. Great for the show as well. He's got to walk up this volume and pounce for that big ledge at the top of the wall. Gregor Vazonik's just chilling now to finish the competition. Luchka's putting in a big fight here as well. Gregor just hanging out on the ledge.
I think Gregor thinks he's on a sport route. Some 3D monster in Kalymnos. Eyeing up that last hold.
Doesn't want to go for it at the moment. It's got a release out of the roof. Oh, and Luchka just slips off the penultimate hold. Big smile on her face, so it's superb sort of pre-season battles going down here. Gregor then lines it up this time, still not happy to commit to it.
Really interesting top move.
Lucky this is not 4+ minutes format these days, isn't it? Because you could be up there all day. Big tense moment is building here for Gregor Vazonic. He's got to commit to it at some point. He's got loads of time. Has he got energy to hang on there forever? It doesn't look too much of a strenuous position. Now he looks like he's going to go for it, and does, and gets it done. Off the starting position.
Yeah, I think as with any of these dynamic movements, it's quite hard to judge the amount of oomph you need to give it. Sometimes they're a little bit slower, a little bit faster. It's quite hard to judge. That was steady that time, went for the right hand, left hand up to it, no problem. Now this is probably going to be the move coming up that is really going to challenge that left arm. You can see the heavy strapping she's got on there at the moment, so getting that elbow up and that arm straight locked out, showing her strength there very much, easily through it. And she needs to get that left foot on, find the balance.
Just looking for something out of the arete there, just to help with the balance point. Doesn't need it in the end. A little double tap.
Shoulders are going to be tired. Smoothly through the jump. Gianluca still not getting the measure of that second move on the men's boulder number 2.
Looks like she's going to work the crimp match again.
This is better.
Nicely done. 10 seconds now. Time shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yes, for Mia Krampel, that was really well deserved. Big battle went in there. Stick.
Camera on a stick. I'm sure if Yann Genou, our French friend from the United Kingdom, is listening to us now, he will be very excited there's a fishing rod involved in this competition.
Yeah, Yann Genou, IFSC route setter, big-time fisherman. Luchka now looking really solid on this stand-up move. It's a really tenuous foot swap there. She does well. It's where we saw Lucia and Jessie looking really solid on this section. Can we find a top here? Look at that span across between the volume and the big white fiberglass hold on the right. Oh, this is superb here from Luchka Rakovic. Can we find the first top? And she does. Back in the game.
Jessie Piltz, the first to pull back on. Jessie's already made it to the zone on this 4th and final boulder for her.
Yeah, she'll be looking for a top to get herself a podium position. She's currently down in 4th.
Good technique through this first initial section with that high toe, heel hook, toe hook there.
It's a real slow and steady journey here in the women's competition. Oh, big drop.
Spot on the podium, but in true Janja style, she will not want to go away from this competition with a boulder unclimbed. And this is the final boulder for her tour. Swiftly through to the zone for Janja.
Janja Garnbret looking to show everybody out there what sort of fitness she's in. She's had the most spectacular season probably in IFSC history in 2019. Can she start 2020 off in a similar vein? Vadim Timonov is looking good here on number 4 as well as Janja Garnbret. We've got one more move to do in this competition. Oh, holds the move whilst keeping her right foot on, levitates to the finish hold. Janja Garnbret once again absolutely dominates the studio block master.